Hi, I'm James. I'm a licensed immigration advisor specialising in New Zealand business and investment immigration. So today we're discussing New Zealand's newest business visa program, the Business Investor Visa, which opens for applications in November 2025. This visa represents a strategic shift in New Zealand's approach to business immigration. Rather than encouraging startup creation, this program will initially focus on acquiring and actively managing established New Zealand businesses with proven track records. The Business Investor Visa offers two distinct pathways. The standard route, which will require a New Zealand $1 million investment, and the fast track pathway, which will require a $2 million New Zealand investment. Both lead to residence through hands-on business operation rather than a passive investment. If you're an experienced business operator seeking operational control of a profitable enterprise while securing New Zealand residence, this video will provide the essential insights into the requirements, processes, and pathways through to permanent residence. Do note we are also expecting a third stream for startups to be announced in the very near future. The Business Investor Visa was announced on 27th of August 2025 as part of New Zealand's strategic refresh of the business immigration settings. The program prioritises immediate economic impact for established business acquisition rather than startups, employment preservation, and active management participation. The program complements a successful Active Investor Plus visa, which has demonstrated exceptional performance with more than 300 applications, representing more than 200 million New Zealand dollars in committed investments since the changes in April 2025. Key benefits of this include a pathway to residence and permanent residency, active business management providing operational control, established business acquisition reducing startup risks, and family inclusion options for partners and dependent children. So let's dive into the program details. The visa offers two distinct investment pathways tailored to different investment levels. The standard pathway requires a minimum $1 million New Zealand investment in existing New Zealand businesses that meet specific operational and employment criteria. This pathway provides a structured 3-year route to residence. Acceptable investments involve acquiring a minimum 25% shareholding in an established New Zealand business with at least 5 full-time equivalent staff at the time of acquisition. All investments must be in the existing operating businesses with proven track records. The business must demonstrate operational history, proven revenue streams, and existing employment. Beyond the business investment, applicants must also demonstrate access to $500,000 in settlement funds to support themselves and any family members. The standard pathway requires 3 years of successful business operation before eligibility for the Business Investor Resident Visa, during which applicants must maintain employment levels, hire at least one additional full-time employee, demonstrate active management with at least 50% of each year physically in New Zealand, and ensure continued compliance with New Zealand business regulations. The fast-track pathway offers accelerated residence progression for investors willing to increase the investment to $2 million New Zealand dollars. This pathway provides a 12-month route to residence eligibility instead of 3 years. Business acquisition requirements mirror the standard pathway, with the same emphasis on existing businesses, minimum employment levels of 5 full-time equivalent staff with an additional new employee, and active management obligations. The higher investment threshold recognises substantial economic contribution while ensuring meaningful impact through capital commitment. Settlement fund requirements remain at $500,000 New Zealand dollars in addition to the $2 million business investment. Certain business categories are specifically excluded from the program. These include businesses involved in dropshipping, gambling, tobacco and vaping, adult entertainment, convenience stores, fast food, discount or value stores, for example, $1, $2 type shops, immigration advice, franchised businesses, and home-based businesses. Now let's discuss investment compliance and legitimate fund sourcing requirements. The investment funds must be legally obtained in accordance with the laws of the country in which they were generated. So acceptable sources would include business profits, investment returns, salary earnings, property sales, inheritance, and even gifted funds, provided clear documentation verifies legitimate transactions. Applicants must nominate specific funds or assets intended for the business investment, and these can be held in cash, investments, or other asset forms, but must be unencumbered and free from third-party claims. If nominating assets such as shares, businesses, or real estate instead of liquid funds, applicants will need to provide evidence of current market value. Investment transfer to New Zealand must occur through legitimate banking channels upon the visa approval and business acquisition completion. Transfers must be traceable and transparent, and conducted via recognised financial institutions such as banks or authorised foreign exchange companies. Ongoing compliance obligations may include regular verification of business operational status, employment level maintenance, active manager participation, and compliance with New Zealand employment and business laws. Principal applicants can include their partner and dependent children in their application, provided family members meet health, character, and relationship requirements established by Immigration New Zealand. Partners must be in a genuine and stable relationship with the main applicant, demonstrated through marriage or established partnership. Regardless of the marital status, couples must provide evidence of living together for at least 12 months before the application submission. Dependent children must be unmarried and, if 18 or above, must rely upon the applicant for financial support. There may be a specific age limit, but this has not yet been announced by Immigration New Zealand, but will be clarified in the October requirements release. Here's a step-by-step guide to the application process. The application process begins with submitting the business investor work visa application, including assessment of business experience, financial capacity, and the investment proposal. The visa application cost is $12,380 New Zealand dollars, including the visa application fee and immigration levy. On approval, applicants must complete business acquisition and investment within the approved timeframe. The work visa may be granted for up to 4 years of maximum duration, which provides sufficient time to establish operations and meet residence pathway requirements. Visa holders are authorised to work only in self-employment within the acquired business and specified location. After the required operational period, so 3 years for the standard pathway, or 12 months for the fast track, successful applicants become eligible for the business investor resident visa, provided they demonstrate continued business operation, employment maintenance, and compliance with all program requirements. The business investor resident visa becomes available after successful completion of the required operation period. The standard pathway applicants must demonstrate 3 years of successful business operation, while fast track applicants qualify after 12 months of operation. Requirements for resident visa eligibility include demonstrating successful business operation for the full required period, maintenance of minimum employment levels, and creation of at least one full-time employee, evidence of active management and operational involvement, continued compliance with investment and business operation requirements, and meeting ongoing character and health requirements. After holding the resident visa for 2 years, applicants and included family members may apply for New Zealand permanent residence through various pathways. These include significant time in New Zealand, tax resident status, maintain investments, establish business operations, or establish base in New Zealand. Permanent residence provides indefinite, lifelong residence rights, unrestricted work and study rights, access to New Zealand healthcare, education systems, and a pathway to New Zealand citizenship after meeting residence requirements. The business investor visa represents New Zealand's commitment to attracting quality, a personalised assessment of your eligibility and investment options. I can evaluate your specific circumstances